Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
Alright, welcome back, gamers. This is Shot, and this is my walkthrough for the Testament of Sherlock Holmes for WikiGameGuides.com. Anyway, so same as usual. If you're looking for a specific puzzle or a scene, there's a scene selection in the info and the descriptions. Alright? Alright, so this is Whitechapel. You could look around, free roam, and learn about events in previous Sherlock Holmes games. I've seen already plenty of it, so I'm just gonna head straight to the destination. So just keep going down the main street.
Here's the public dispensary that we're looking for.
Alright, so I'm gonna go someplace else first, so I could avoid a backtracking. So let's head to the cemetery. I'll be right here on your left through that gate.
This cemetery is the very image of Whitechapel. Sinister, frightening, and ill-kept. What a terrible place for one's final rest.
At least hunger no longer gnaws at them.
Alright, so head to the shack over there in the corner. It's going to be locked,
Impossible to open it.
but we'll be able to get in there later. So, for now, we're going to look at this rope.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common.
Alright.
This rope is only worn on one side.
Alright, compared to the one you already have.
This rope is only worn on one side. The rope used to tie up the Bishop of Knightsbridge came from this cemetery. It is only worn on the one side because it is used to lower coffins into graves.
Alright. Next, going over to the left of the shack, you see a shovel here. Remember that, you're going to use it later. Pick up that note right there in the wheelbarrow. Right, so it's a clue on the identities of the assailants who killed the bishop.
A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it.
Alright. So next, head through this gate over here. Head into the corner. We're going to do more comparing.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. Earth freshly turned over, still damp. Black and damp earth. This dark, damp earth is the same type as that which was found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's home.
It came from a grave, then. What a lovely thought.
Alright. Next, head to your right. This cabin's going to be locked.
This must be the gravedigger's cabin.
Well, judging by the state of this place, they don't work very often.
Next to this tombstone.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. Granite. These stones are of the same granite. Black paint. The same black paint covers these stones. This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analyzed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers. Everything coincides, Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
Alright. So that's it for the cemetery for now. Alright, let's head back out, and there'll be a mobile soup kitchen right outside the church, right there. So he's the next guy we'll talk to.
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look.
A money game.
Alright, game bugged out a little bit right there, but I'll probably edit that out.
A circulating soup kitchen.
Alright.
Oi, oi! We're giving out free soup after Mass, right here. Don't hesitate. Come get yours. All thanks to Prince Woodville's kind generosity. A ticket for a hot bowl of bacon soup.
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like the needy.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely passing through. But I would like to commend you for your good charity.
Nah, it's the Prince of Woodville who's the charitable one. All I'm doing is filling the bowls. For the first time ever in this area, someone's thinking of the poor people here. Look around you. At every street corner, you'll find someone giving out soup just like me. I grew up here, and I can promise you, it's the first time the toffs have thought about us.
And no one tries to take advantage of this?
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against a bowl. The tickets have the day's date on them and are handed out after Mass. That way no one can cheat.
Alright, let's ask about the people on that note.
A bowl of good bacon soup isn't for you, gentlemen.
We're looking for two people called Grape Ape and Kurtz. Do you know them?
Can't you see I'm giving out soup?
Well, he will spill out his information if we beat him in the money game.
You again. You can't have any soup, you're too rich. It's for the poor, not the toffs.
And what would you say to relieving two toffs of their wallets by giving them a chance at dice?
With great pleasure. What do you want to bet?
Your ring against my friend's superb silver watch.
Holmes! I inherited this watch from my brother. It has a great sentimental value.
Watson, show your watch to our friend here.
Done. Make yourselves at home. All right, mister. First who gets 36 points wins.
Alright, so exactly what he says. So whoever gets 36 wins. So you could keep rolling, and you could store the points that you gained before letting him take his turn. Or if you get a skull, which resets all your points, but except for the points you store. One thing you should know about this game, you can't lose. He may win, but the game lets you keep playing until you get 36, regardless if he wins the first time or not. So, a bit strange. I guess do you want to think of a scenario what happens if Sherlock loses? But anyway, so let's roll. 5, 3. I'll store my points. Alright, my turn. Aw. Alright. I will go for 3. Fail. Win.
Perfect.
Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
We win.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play again.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. Me dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye. Me mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with a wooden leg. And she'd only just heard that me sister, who's a prostitute, had caught an embarrassing disease that made all her hair fall out. And worse, our dog got run over.
Damn.
As this ring holds such sentimental value for you, I will allow you to keep it. What would you say to exchanging that against some information about Grape Ape? That seems like a fair deal, don't you think?
Yeah. Grape Ape works with us. He usually deals with the tickets, but we haven't seen him for a few days.
Where is he usually to be found?
Well, last time I saw him, he was with his mates from the dispensary, them that deal with the morgue. Now, that's all I know.
It is quite good enough. Keep your ring, my good man, as a souvenir of your poor father.
A souvenir of me dad, me mum, me sister, and me dog.
One further thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue at the dispensary. I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor, chase the rats, stamp on the cockroaches. Mister, I can tell ya, I prefer giving out soup.
There isn't a certain Kurtz amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer. Think about it. It's just next to the cemetery.
Thank you, my good man. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
Alright, now we could go to the dispensary. Let's talk to the person in charge.
Good day. Please excuse us. Oh, Grant, is it you?
Yes, but wait a moment. Watson, it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Ah,
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit these poor wretches.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one is a doctor.
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that you need something in particular. How can I help you?
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual location. Does it come from your dispensary, as we believe?
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand? Life is hard in Whitechapel. When the staff find a way of adding to their salary, they rarely hesitate to do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end, the one with the unpleasant smell.
Very good. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
Alright, let's have a look out back there.
This stove is hardly working. That would explain the damp around here.
Incredible! My colleague could at least keep a good fire going for his patients. Look, Holmes, a list of the recently dead. How sad.
I see names that have something in common.
And the common is several of these people had malnutrition.
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real mess.
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for clues about Grape Ape's friends.
Alright, so go and grab the scissors right there on that table.
Look at the state of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
Alright, and now we're going to look at this jacket right here, which belonged to Kurtz. That's right.
This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers.
I need something.
Alright, so grab the scissors that you picked up. Start cutting away at the points where it looks like they've been sewed up.
A small metal stem. 2 keys.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
Perfect.
Alright, so next destination is this point on the map, which is actually the cemetery. So this is where you came in from, and that's the shack, and that's the graveyard cabin. Right, so let's head over there. Alright, let's open it up. Alright, so put the 2 keys in,
Perfect.
turn them, and use the rod to push the lock out.
It's open. Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a jumble.
Alright. Let's look at that note on the wall. Alright, so that's a clue. Right there. So remember the lover's tree.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
Okay, pick up that axe. And now go to the crate in the center of the room. Alright, so if you notice right there.
Look, this chest has been nailed to the floor.
Alright, so now how peculiar it is. Use the axe to break it open.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
I can see a large crack. I'll need something thin.
Alright, pull out Holmes's knife.
A hole was drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what is inside it.
And let's cut that thing open. Alright, so that's another clue. So you're going to look for a grave, and the lover's tree will help you find out whose grave you're looking for.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Alright, so all you can do for now, over here, let's head back out. Alright, to the lover's tree.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions.
So you're looking at the one on the top.
Sally and John. This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
Alright, so you can look for a tombstone with that symbol. Which, well, I guess it looks like a rose from a top down. Alright, so it's right over here.
Yes, it must be there.
Alright, so
I need something.
you're gonna need to go get the shovel now.
This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
You frighten me, Holmes.
Oops. Alright. You think Holmes does the digging himself? I think not.
This must be the grave. Dig quickly, Watson.
Very well, Holmes. Look, a metal box.